What's up? What's up? Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Cattleya here at What's Up Orchids, and it's time for another monthly update. I'm starting off with this beautiful bulbophyllum bloom. You can see one already fell off, and I've got another spike here which initially had 8 blooms, but I think I've only got 7 left. Anyway, before I start off, just a few things. One is, I wanted to say I think that I'm losing some comments, so I don't know if YouTube is deleting the comments or if you guys are deleting the comments yourselves, but I get a notification, to say that a comment is on my video, and when I click on it, it just says, comments deleted. So if I'm not replying to your comments, or if I don't put, a heart on it, it means I haven't, I wasn't able to see it. I can't, it's not visible for me. So please, just either send me another comment or you can send me an email. But yeah, I can't see them all. And the other point, or more of a request, these monthly updates are quite the same every month. So let me know what you guys would like to see in those monthly updates. If you're interested in specific plants, let me know, and then I can, make sure I include them in my monthly update. So that's the kind of housekeeping out the way. And yeah, in terms of this month and what's changed, the only thing I kind of changed a little bit is I moved my cooler growers onto the windowsill. So I basically keep this window open all the time. You can see my Ollie is playing in the garden. So yeah, this is where I keep my orchids now, the cooler growers. So the Masdevallias are here, my Dendrobium Kubertsonia, and my Dilemma, Phalaenopsis Dilemma. So this one is trying to grow another growth right there, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think it aborted 6 growths already, so we'll see how that goes. My Masdevallia is pushing a beautiful bloom out, and you can see it here. It aborted one bloom here, so it kind of yellowed off and died, but this one seems to be developing really nicely. It's already developing its, deep red kind of burgundy color, so we'll see what that looks like. And my Kubertsonia is still in bloom. So you can see even here it's 22 degrees with 70% humidity, so 23. So it's really not that not that cold here. Even during night, it can go up to, could go down to, I think the lowest I've seen was about 14 degrees, but it's usually about 17, 18 degrees. And my other Masdevallia is doing pretty well as well. So it's pushing out new growths and roots, and Ollie's coming over. Hi Ollie, you've got your ball? Okay, so let's have a look at the shelves. On my top shelf we've got our biggies. So Olafia petersii is keep pushing this huge new growth. Look how big it is already. It's looking fantastic. So yeah, we'll see when it starts kind of, splitting the leaves. And Luisia primulina here started pushing out a new growth, a new leaf at the top. So that's cool. And my Dendrobium, almost fell off the chair. My Dendrobium Burana twist at the back there. I think that it's developing a flower spike at the top, but it's still so small and just a shadow, so we'll see how that progresses. I moved my Phalaenopsis here because it's pushing out a spike and it's getting quite tall. It's giving me 2 branches. So you might remember from one of my previous videos that I broke the spike, but it's giving me 2 branches. And my Psychopsis is still got its bloom, looking really nice. And the new growth, this Phalaenopsis is blocking everything, but this new growth here is pushing out new roots, and they're all going down into the media, which is very nice. So let's go down. Yeah, I mean, they're all doing pretty well. This Keiki, this is my Epidendrum no ID. It's doing so well. It's got so many roots. Let me see if I can find them. So you can see the roots are circling around the pot and at the edges of the pot, so it's doing really well. My Aloefolium is developing this leaf. It's doing so well. And Leptotes bicolor, it's currently pushing out like 4 new growths, maybe even more. There is 3 just on one side. Let me show you. So can you see right there? There is 3 dots, and so looks like there is 3 new growths coming out of one side. And then we've got at the front, we've got another new growth which is smaller at the very front right there. And then this is a new growth as well, this one here. And we've got a flower spike right over here. And another flower spike on this growth right here. So this plant is super busy. And we've just seen the Tolumnia a few days ago, and my Neophoenicia falcata gorgia fucurin is pushing out a new root. You can see it right there, and you know, growing slowly its new leaves on both fans actually. This Cattleya, I can't even lift it out of the of this decorative pot. The roots are just filled up the pot so bad, so I'm gonna have a hard time repotting it, but I don't want to repot it yet because it's not really growing a new growth. But once I see the new growth coming out, I think that I will try and get this out of this pot. And my Angrecum dollii, it's not looking good, to be honest. It's not really doing much. I think that the roots that it had, they weren't the best anyway, and I think they're probably failing, so I'm just letting it sit here and see what happens. My Osteocladus seedlings here, they're both doing well. Maxillaria sophronitis keeps pushing its free growth, so there is 2 here and 1 at the back. They do grow pretty slowly, to be honest. So yeah, we'll see how long it takes. And then down the shelf, so my star, this is Dendrobium specioso Sumaizuru. Look at that new growth. Look how huge it is already. I don't know if you were even able to see this last month, but it's such a beautiful color. You know, it's pink at the base and then it's white with green edging on the leaves, so it's so cute. I love this orchid. My Renanthera monachica is growing well. There is another leaf here in the joint developing, and there is some roots as well in there. And this Cattleya Chiliana, so there's 2 seedlings in here, and let me try and get this out of the pot if I can. Look at those roots. I mean, can a seedling grow roots like that? That is just unbelievable. And because look at the plants. I mean, they're tiny. They're teeny tiny, and these roots are just massive. And you know, I always thought that all of these roots are coming from this bigger piece here at the back. and you can see it's got a beautiful new growth coming here. But this piece here, it's pot bound as well. I can't lift it up. So this one must be growing good roots as well. So I think both of them will do really well later on. So that's great. My Hibiki, I'm not really sure what's going on with it. Can you see like these leaves are getting like discolored pretty badly, and I don't know if that's because it's just dropping all of these leaves. I mean, you know, usually Hibikis, they would bloom on leafless canes. So I'm kind of happy, you know, that some of these canes will become leafless, so hopefully they'll bloom soon. But this discoloration, it even happens on the new growths, you know, that I got this season. And I don't know, it's just not looking right. So I'm not sure if this is right. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens with it. My Scuticaria novaesii is pushing out the new growths. You know, this one is getting really big. You know, compared to what I had. I mean, it should get a lot bigger than this, but it's now becoming a nice kind of, you know, something similar to a plant. So that's nice. And my Cattleya Chiliana, it's not really doing very much, I have to say. You know, it plumped up the pseudobulb, so that is now very nice and round. But yeah, I don't even know if it's really growing many roots, to be honest. I mean, I think there is some roots in just underneath, you know, right there, but yeah, it's definitely not rooted into the spot or anything like that, so we'll see. The leaves look nice though, so hopefully, you know, it's doing quite well. And our last but not least shelf, this Phalaenopsis Leodoro, oh my goodness, the scent is amazing. It's actually so strong now, it fills up the entire room. When I come into this room, I can smell this Phalaenopsis, you know, straight away. The older blooms, as they kind of start aging, they're becoming this kind of nice and peachy color. It's so beautiful. You know, I mean, these newer ones, you can see they're very kind of, you know, I call it cold pink. So it's definitely a different color. This is now becoming like a peachy color, so very, very beautiful. This keiki here, this is my Dendrobium nobile keiki. Have I showed you these roots? This is just, look at this guy. I'm gonna have to repot it very soon. Look at that. I don't know how I'm gonna get this out of the pot. But yeah, I can't, you know, I can't keep it in the pot anymore. I think it's just way too big, this root system. My Dendrobium senile, I'm declaring this dead, so I'm gonna throw this out. You can see this growth is now completely dead. So this is it, my senile is gone. I also separated some keikis from my Dendrobium Kubertsonia. I plonked them here into leca because it was so high up on the main plant that all the roots were aerial, and these new leaves would get stuck in each other as you know, as they grow. So I thought I'll actually separate it out, put it in media so it can get more moisture, and they're looking really good. I think they're growing a lot better now. So that's nice. And then my path, so we recently repotted it, so I'm not gonna get into it. It's still settling into its new pot, but it's looking good so far. And I've got my Dendrobium Berioda at the very back there. It's not really doing very much right now. It is growing, well, in fact, I think today I noticed that it is starting to push out a new growth. So let me try and get it out of here without breaking it. And let's have a look at it closer. So, so you can see there is two eyes, one here right in the center and another one right here a bit below. And I think that both of them are quite viable eyes that might actually develop into new growth soon. And you can see there is new fresh roots, one right here and then one right there, teeny tiny one. So they are pushing out and developing nicely. But I mean, this guy has got an amazing root system. Let me see if I can lift this. I just watered it today, so it's full of water. But look at this root system, it's amazing. So yeah, it's growing really well. So that is pretty much it. We've gone through the whole collection in 15 minutes, so that's good. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope that's, you know, a 15-minute video will be a bit more kind of manageable and easier to watch. But as I say, you know, please let me know what you would like to see in these monthly update videos, and I would be more than happy to, you know, change it a little bit. So yeah, I hope you have, you've had a good September and enjoy your October, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.